Bali, an island in Indonesia that never leaves anyone indifferent. Some people come here and fall in love instantly, while others just don't get the hype. I'm definitely one of the first. I absolutely love this place and keep coming back year after year. So in this video, I'm taking you along on my trip and sharing why, in my opinion, Bali is the best destination in Southeast Asia. First of all, Bali is an incredibly diverse island in case of nature and landscapes. Here you can find beautiful green rice terraces, stunning waterfalls, volcanoes, lakes, mountains, white sand beaches with cliffs. The list can go on. And the best part, and you can experience this all just in one trip. However, this trip should last at least 2 weeks or even a month in order to enjoy all the beauty of this island. And right now we are heading to one very beautiful place when you can see it yourself. We are heading to the eastern part of the island, to Mount Batur. It's the second largest active volcano in Bali. Its last eruption was in 2000, but these days it's considered not dangerous and even hiking up to the top is totally safe. Just look at this wonderful view at volcano and the lake. It's absolutely breathtaking. Here, in the Kintamani village, there are a lot of small free viewpoints where you can stop and take pictures and admire. And there are also a lot of cafes. Some of them are pretty simple. They serve Indonesian food, but there are also some quite trendy with wonderful design, and they serve more convenient for us European food like pizza and pasta. I think one of them we will visit now. We headed to one of those cafes to enjoy the view, relax and grab a bite. Places like this, set in beautiful locations, are often more about trendy photo than actual food. But not this time. Everything we tried, from dishes to specialty coffee, was genuinely delicious. We'll talk more about island's food scene later, but for now I want to say, Balinese people really know how to create amazing and atmospheric spots exactly where they make sense. Plus, the prices are actually very reasonable. There are so many different activities in this area. You can hike up the volcano, usually at sunrise, with the guide. Take a boat trip on the lake, relax at the hot springs, visit ancient temples, or go on a jeep tour among the lava fields. And this is the reason why I also love Bali so much. Here you can find all the ways of relax and entertainment that you can only wish. For example, yoga, retreats, beaches, nightlife, good restaurants, surfing, snorkeling, trekking, and so on. This week we decided to spend in Ubud. It is a town in the heart of Bali, not near the ocean, which is known for its peaceful and relaxing atmosphere, healthy vegan cafes, yoga centers and retreats. Despite its popularity among tourists, Ubud has kept its traditional charm and architecture. In almost every house here you can see a traditional family temple, and all the streets are decorated with the ritual offerings. Just outside of Ubud you'll find the famous Tegalalang rice terraces, which I've already shown in more detail in another video. Feel free to check it out. As well as Monkey Forest, where you can watch the animals in their natural environment. Overall, Ubud is a great base for day trips to different, beautiful and interesting parts of Bali. But Ubud does have one downside. It tends to rain more often than in the coastal areas. That's because it's set in a jungle and closer to the mountain, where humidity is higher. When it comes to seasonality in Bali, I think it's not as extreme as in many other popular touristic places in Southeast Asia. Technically, the rainy season runs from November to March, but it doesn't mean that you will stuck in a constant rain if you visit in winter. Most likely, the rains will be, but they will last not so long. Moreover, such weather can occur even in the summer. So it's possible to say that Bali is the year-round destination, which I see also as a big advantage. The only real difference in seasons is that winter tends to feel hotter due to the humidity, while summer is slightly cooler. But for me, hot weather is not the problem, and it doesn't prevent me from exploring interesting places of the island. By the way, right now we are going to such interesting place. It's not the secret that the easiest way to get around Bali is by scooter. Sure, some tourists prefer to get around by car. But honestly, it takes longer. Most roads here are pretty narrow and you miss out on the sense of freedom and adventure you get on two wheels. People often complain about the traffic and chaos, but in reality, if you just move away from the busiest tourist intersections in Canggu and Ubud, the traffic really dies down. And honestly, the roads here aren't any crazier than what you'd see on Thai islands, where people often ride around half drunk and without helmets. We arrived to the scenic mountain region called Bedugul. Because of the higher location, the weather here is cooler than near the coastline, but such climate helps to keep forest lush and green. This area is known for its stunning landscapes, fruit markets, temples and botanic gardens, but the most iconic spot here is Ulun Danu Bratan temple, which sits just on the shores of Lake Beratan. It's even featured on the 50,000 rupees banknote, and that is exactly where we are heading first. The temple is dedicated to the goddess of Devi Danu, the protector of water, rivers and lakes. It's built in the traditional Balinese style with multi-tiered pagodas. The entrance fee is 75,000 rupiah per person, and for that you can not only admire the temple itself, but also enjoy a peaceful walk through the surrounding park. The grounds feature beautifully maintained gardens, plenty of photo spots and decorative statues that reflect Balinese mythology and traditions. For an extra fee, you can dress up in traditional clothing for a photo shoot, feed the colorful fish or interact with owls and the civet, the animal known for its role in producing the world's most expensive coffee. By the way, Bali's temples, cultures and traditions are almost unique, making the island even more interesting to explore. Unlike the rest of Indonesia, where the dominant religion is Islam, Bali follows Balinese Hinduism, which is quite different from Hinduism practiced in India. Balinese people have its own festivals, and one of the most interesting is coming soon. It's called Nyepi, or the Day of Silence, or Balinese New Year. On this day, everything is absolutely closed: shops, cafes, restaurants, and even the airport. No one is allowed to go outside, and even after sunset, the lights should be kept off. The day before Nyepi, the locals hold a special parade where they carry massive, terrifying demon statues among streets and then burn them. Right now, they are preparing for this festival and making these statues. You can see them in courtyards among the island. I think it's something you won't find anywhere in the world. Not far from the temple, there are a few more beautiful and powerful waterfalls. We're skipping them this time since we have already visited several around the island. And our next stop is the strawberry farm. Bedugul is one of the few places in Bali where you can find the strawberry farms. The cooler climate is perfect for strawberry growing. As I know, the strawberry grows the year round, but the tastiest ones are harvested between June and September. Now it's not the peak season, it's March, but I hope we still can find some tasty ones. There are several strawberry farms in this area, and some even let you pick your own berries. Unfortunately, the U-pick fields were closed that day, probably because of the drizzly weather, so we headed to a strawberry garden instead. You can walk around the place, see how the plants are grown, watch the local rabbits, cats and birds, and of course sample all sorts of strawberry-themed treats. The menu is pretty big. I went for a classic strawberry pancake and fresh juice, while my husband picked something a bit more exotic: fried rice with strawberry and chicken. To be honest, the last one dish turned out to be really disappointing, but everything else was pretty okay overall. The pancake is very tasty, like French crepes, and the strawberry here is more sweet than in the juice. I think it's worth to try, and the place is wonderful, like the real farm, very authentic. I decided to try a new experience in Bali and finally go to the cooking class. I've been curious about this activity for a while, but only now decided to give it a try. I love cooking and experimenting with different products and tastes, but as for me, Indonesian cuisine is not as flavorful and interesting as, for example, Thai cuisine or Vietnamese cuisine, so I wasn't sure if I will use the recipes which I will learn there. But let's see how it goes and what we will making there. The cooking class took place on a cozy little farm tucked away in the jungle. It started with us picking some of the vegetables ourselves and checking out how the typical local plants grow. Then we got to cooking, guided by a sweet Balinese girl. The menu included 6 dishes: a warm veggie salad with grated coconut and fermented fermented soybeans called tempeh in a sweet and sour sauce as starters, followed by chicken with spicy Balinese sambal, chicken satay skewers, and a coconut milk curry made with a middle spicy paste. For dessert, we enjoyed pisang goreng, the Indonesian term for fried banana. We also got a little book with all the recipes so we could try making them at home. Overall, it was really fun and impressive experience that gave us a deeper look into Balinese food culture. While I enjoyed the class, I have to say the traditional dishes didn't quite match my personal taste. Interesting to try, but not something I'd crave regularly. But the level of cafes and restaurants with cuisines from all over the world here is really high. I would say that, as for me, Bali is the tastiest place in Southeast Asia when it comes to food. It's super easy to find here high-quality pizza and pasta, sushi, steaks, Mexican tacos, or beautifully plated breakfasts. Moreover, a lot of places were opened by talented chefs, so there is not a shortage of fine dining restaurants here with signature and creative menus. And because the competition in the food scene here is pretty intense, restaurants are really strive to stay on top. They invest in the stylish interiors and always update menus according to new trends. Alright, enough talking, let's check out a cool place and try something tasty. Among all the great dining options on the island, we chose Nampu, a Japanese restaurant located in the upscale area of Nusa Dua. The restaurant has two sections, a main dining area offering a wide range of classic Japanese dishes and Teppanyaki zone, where chef cooks right in front of you, turning dinner into a live culinary show. It was the second option that caught our interest. The Teppanyaki experience is set menu style, pre-selected courses curated by the chef. For starters, we were served incredibly fresh sashimi, a salad and miso soup. For the main course, I went with shrimp and my husband chose wagyu steak, all paired with perfectly grilled vegetables. Then came the highlight, watching the chef skillfully prepare the fried rice on the teppanyaki grill. Dessert was a scoop of ice cream to finish the meal. The whole dinner for two cost us around $100. Actually, I skipped this kind of experience during my trip to Japan, mostly because it was significantly more expensive there. Of course, there are still so many amazing places on the island I haven't shown you yet, but I'm saving those for my next trip because I really want to come back for a sixth time and probably even a 10th. If you've been to Bali before, let me know in the comments, did you like it and would you go back? Bye bye!